On September 25th of 2000, Jevan Wright, 17 years old, he, a friend, and his girlfriend's father go to Black Point, which is over in the Erie Peninsula, which is South Australia. They had gone there to do some late morning, early afternoon surfing. They had been surfing for a little while. It's about 12:30, 1 o'clock, and they're all out waiting on a wave, and Jevan's taking his last wave in. And he gets on his stomach, and he's taking this wave in on his stomach. So the two that are with him are watching him take his ride in, and they're watching him, and just before he's almost out of sight, he disappears. They can't see him. Now they're obviously going up and down with waves that are coming in, so when they're lifted up by one of the waves, they're able to see a shark's tail right where they saw Jevan last. So they ended up seeing that there was a shark right by where Jevan was last seen. And they're the only ones that got a good look at this shark, I do believe. And they say this is at least a 4-meter shark, so a 13-foot great white shark minimum. It could be a little bit bigger. So they're watching this from out there where they were waiting on a wave. They don't say how far from shore they were. They said that it looked like Jevan got pretty close to shore, so probably 150 yards from shore before he was taken by the shark. So now, like I said, people are on this beach, and this Black Point sounds like it's kind of secluded with, I think, cliffs, because there's a gentleman that watched this from up on the cliff, but he never saw a shark. He was watching Jevan. He's up on the cliff, and he's watching Jevan taking that wave in on his belly. He says something distracted him. He turned around for maybe 10 seconds. So he says it was quick. You know how you turn around and you miss something? He turned back, and all that was there was a broken board. Did not see the shark coming, did not see the shark leave. He wondered how the kid broke his board. So it sounds like he didn't even know that a shark ended up grabbing him and taking him. Doesn't sound like there was a lot of blood in the water. I don't know if it was, a dark color of water at the time that it wouldn't have shown up as well. There was no mention of that. And people on the beach, they didn't notice it either. They had seen Jevan coming in, but I didn't see any witnesses say that they saw him being taken. The only people I know that saw the shark were his two friends that were out in the water. So this attack was very quick, grabbed him and took off. Minimum 4-meter shark, so you're talking 13-foot plus great white shark, grabbed down to Jevan. They didn't find anything of his after the search, just like with Cameron Bays the day before. Jeff Hunter, who was the witness the day before at the attack on Cameron Bays, did not witness this attack, but he does know the victim in this situation. Him and Jevan ended up doing some activity together. It might have been diving or something, some kind of, an association group where you get together. He knew Jevan. So not only was he at the attack and predation the day before by a 17-foot great white shark, he's on the beach where another 13-plus foot great white shark grabs onto another kid, this one that he knows, and that's also a predation to where they don't see either one of these. And like I said, the odds of being on the same beach like that are just astronomically low for something like that. So just a sad story, especially if you're Jeff Hunter, to witness one the day before, and then somebody you know gets taken at the next beach that you're at. I wonder if you second guess going to the beach for a while after that. Just a crazy story, crazy attack. Like I said, quick as could be. I would say probably most attacks are like that. Even some, predations, those where they see somebody, a strong swimmer that's swimming in the shore, and they just get taken under, or like Cameron Robbins, grabbed and taken under. They're really quick, and if a lot of times you aren't going to see the shark unless the shark shows itself at the top of the water. You're not going to see it. So a lot of attacks, they don't even see the shark itself, and they have to go by other things if they try to identify it. And that's why there's so many shark attacks that are gone down as unidentified species of sharks that have attacked. But most likely, if they're these predations, they're most likely the big three: the bull, tiger, or great white. So that's the show for today. That's the story of Jevan Wright. And I hope you join me in a few more days, 4 or 5 more days, for a full attack show. And that'll be the last attack show so that I can catch up on my stats. but then we're going to have some best of attacks. My top lists of attacks from a few different species and then from unknowns. We'll be starting those shortly. So thank you for joining me. I hope I see you in a few more days. But remember, if you go into that water, you are much more afraid of these sharks than they are of you.